everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome back to Beer in Canada. Again, as usual, thanks for watching. So we're going to kick off the new year, 2011, with a review that's a little bit different now. I'm probably going to get some negative comments about this, but I'm going to actually review a de-alcoholized beer from President's Choice. This is the Red Brew, which comes in at 0.5% alcohol. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm really not much of a soda pop drinker. I really don't care much for it. It's far too sweet. I mean, I love the taste of beer, so I'd much rather drink beer. And the thing is, sometimes you're working and alcohol's a bad idea. So I drink this stuff. Yeah, I do. So I'm going to open this up and kind of give you... Now, they've changed the recipe on this. I'm pretty sure of that in the last couple of years. This actually used to be a little bit richer. Not that de-alcoholized beer is ever really rich, but certainly richer and fewer calories. Actually, the latest batch is actually closer to the calorie intake of a beer or of a pop. Sorry, like a can of Coke or something. So let's take a look. I mean, it looks like a beer, right? I mean, it looks like a reddish amber, pretty good reddish amber color. Maybe even kind of starting to go towards into the brown spectrum. You know, there's a little bit of a head. It's certainly carbonated. Probably can't really tell, but there is a little bit of carbonation coming up from the bottom of the glass. And you know, there's some kind of nice mix of big and small bubbles up on top. So it looks like a beer. But if you can pour this at a party and nobody's even going to know that you're drinking de-alcoholized beer until they do this. You get a lot more of the malty sweetness in there. There's almost nothing in terms of hops. But it smells a little bit different than in a beer. There's also, I'm pretty sure I kind of get a bit of the riciness that's associated with a lot of mass-produced beers. But I mean, overall, it doesn't smell too bad, especially considering, you know, I know it's a de-alcoholized beer. So give this a taste. Cheers. It's certainly watery, but not as watery as a lot of the other de-alcoholized beers on the market. There is some amber maltiness that you'll find in here, but yeah, it's really kind of the carbonation and a little bit of the malty taste that kind of stands out. So not nearly as carbonated as a pop, which again I kind of like. You know, I just want something easy to drink that's, you know, not going to be too sickly sweet. And this kind of fits the bill. I mean, hoppiness, no. Bitterness, not a lot. There's just a little bit. But I mean, you get the malty, and you definitely get the rice. It must have been brewed with a good amount of rice, because you kind of get that flavor into it, if you know what I'm talking about. Overall, though, I mean, as a de-alcoholized beer, you can't really go wrong, because even the best of the bunch still aren't going to be comparable to what a real beer is. So this, I'm not even sure it's really fair to give this a rating. I mean, if we're comparing it to any other beer, this is probably going to fall down to a 1 or a 2 out of 5 stars. For de-alcoholized beers, though, I mean, this is one of the best that I've had. Now, the others I've had have been from Labatt and Molson. And even another, the President's Choice, they do a blonde lager style de-alcoholized beer, and it's better than some of them, but still, you know. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. If you drink this stuff, if you're willing to put up with beer with no alcohol in it, for whatever reason, I have my reasons. You know, I like to drink it as a pop replacement. You know, give it a try. You can get this in any place that sells President's Choice products. So, as a first video review for 2011, this is probably pretty lame, but cheers anyway.